Journal of Fred Abdeen. Day 235 in the Underworld. I've come to accept that this is my new home. An alien landscape that defies everything I knew about geology and biology. And yet, it fascinates me. It's as if every element of the overworld's natural laws was warped to fit the chaos of this place. The Underworld isn't hell, but a vast, vibrant ecosystem that thrives on heat and fire. I feel a pull to document it all. And so I begin this entry with the observations that have been accumulating in my mind. Temperature and pressure. The environment here is unrelenting. After some time, I've adapted to the heat, but that doesn't mean it isn't extreme. Based on the proximity to active lava flows and the unending glow of molten rock, I estimate the ambient temperature to be anywhere between 450 to 700 degrees Celsius near the lava lakes, cooling to around 100 degrees in the more temperate caverns. What strikes me as odd is that I can withstand this. My new form, a demon I suppose, is built for it. The pressure is another anomaly. The Underworld feels like it is deeper than the deepest mines or volcanic chambers on Earth, perhaps miles beneath the surface, yet there is no sense of crushing weight. The atmosphere remains breathable, though I suspect it is far richer in sulfur and other volcanic gases. It's almost as if the laws of pressure and atmosphere have been modified here, creating a breathable but toxic mix that would have killed me when I was human. Chemical composition of the air. Sulfur dioxide is omnipresent. There are no stars here, no sun, so I assume photosynthesis as I knew it doesn't exist. Instead, the chemical cycles are likely powered by the immense geothermal energy from below. The air is thick with the smell of brimstone, and my clawed hands often come away covered in fine ash. My preliminary samples, gathered near the lava lake I frequent, suggest a mix of sulfur compounds, carbon monoxide, and hydrogen sulfide, all toxic in the overworld. But here, somehow manageable to me and the creatures that roam these lands. The mineral-rich soil is another curiosity. I've noticed trace elements of metals we know, iron, magnesium, even platinum, but in concentrations far beyond what I've seen on Earth. It leads me to believe the planet's core must be extraordinarily rich in heavy metals, contributing to the extraordinary properties of the plants and creatures that live here. Fauna. Taxonomic observations. As a scientist, I feel compelled to categorize the life forms I encounter here, though they defy Earth's taxonomy. I've begun to assign them scientific names, following the binomial nomenclature system, in an attempt to bring some order to this chaotic ecosystem. Embertheropoda ignivora, common name, ember beetle. One of the most common creatures near the lava lakes, small, crab-like in appearance, with heat-resistant exoskeletons. They scuttle across the molten rivers with ease, feeding on the mineral-rich lava. I've dissected one and found that their internal organs are lined with a thick, heat-absorbing membrane, which allows them to survive in temperatures that would melt most organic life. In Earth terms, I would classify them within the phylum Arthropoda, though they seem to lack a few key characteristics of Earth's insects. Draconis tenebris, common name rift stalker. A larger, more fearsome predator that I have observed prowling the shadowed crevices. Their ability to seemingly disappear from sight leads me to believe they have evolved an advanced form of active camouflage. I have only been able to study one from a distance, but its elongated body, bat-like wings, and obsidian-black skin suggest it is the apex predator here. Its agility and speed in this dense, rocky environment make it a formidable hunter. I imagine its Earth equivalent would fall within the class Reptilia, though its ability to move between shadow and light seems almost supernatural. Lava orbis leviathan, common name lava whale. This massive creature is perhaps the most awe-inspiring I've encountered. I first spotted one swimming in the molten rivers. Yes, swimming. Its immense, serpentine body glides through lava as if it were water, breaking the surface to release gouts of flame from what I assume are specialized blowholes. The skin is made of a dense, basalt-like material that I hypothesize is formed by a complex interaction of the molten rock with its own biology. It would fall somewhere between Cetacea and the extinct megalodons of Earth, though its fiery nature is unique to this place. Flora, the heat-fed ecosystem. Stranger still are the plants. I've begun documenting the flora of the underworld, though the term plant feels insufficient here. Fulgurae cactiflora, common name ash bloom, a resilient, cactus-like species that thrives on the volcanic heat, drawing nutrients from both the minerals in the ground and the sulfur in the air. The ash bloom produces thick, spiny flowers that store water in their core, a resource I have relied on many times. I would place them within a class of their own, perhaps something akin to Earth's cacti, though their ability to thrive in near-direct contact with lava is something wholly unique. Carnifolia infernum, common name infernal vine. A dangerous, semi-sentient vine that I have only observed from a safe distance. It lies dormant until prey approaches, at which point it strikes with lightning speed, ensnaring creatures in its acidic tendrils. I have classified it as carnivorous, though it doesn't use photosynthesis. It seems to derive energy directly from geothermal heat and the creatures it digests, which suggests an entirely new form of energy metabolism. Conclusion: the living underworld. I can no longer view this place as a land of punishment. The underworld, despite its dangers, is a living, breathing ecosystem, one of fire and stone. The rocks here pulse with an energy that I believe is tied to the core of the planet itself, and the creatures that thrive here are perfectly adapted to survive in conditions unimaginable in the overworld. As I document more of this world, I feel a strange kinship with it. My red skin, my growing horns, perhaps they are more than adaptations. Perhaps they are the underworld's way of embracing me into its ancient, fiery heart. And I, in turn, will continue to study it. One creature, one rock, and one burning breath at a time. Fred Abdeen, Stonecrusher Tribe, geologist and demon chronicler of the underworld.